behind them by Zoro. They have to burst this one down quickly or they risk a fight.
Yep, well, the Dragons are already dead. Miffy flashes over the Stranglefords. A huge Tibbers onto 3 members. Zoro flashes into the fight. Amin comes in from nowhere. Lands the Q onto Makler. Zoro is still chunking down Kubon. The Culling comes in from behind as they retreat into their safety of that turret. Tibbers is still alive and is just hanging around. Kubon will be the first to drop, the first casualty. Freeze gets knocked back into that bush, and Makler are thrown into the red zone. We'll see if any more kills go down, but still, this is a very scattered team fight. Makala is heading back into his own jungle. Miffy is going to try and get this done. Lands it. Ammon follows up the Sonic Wave into the Resonating Strike, and Makala's only gone into a worse position. The Repel comes up. There's nowhere really to go. The Flame Choppers comes down. And, well, Makata's still in that pit and will be eventually taken out by Nuke Dog. They knew he wasn't going to go anywhere.
Everywhere Makata went, there was another member of NIP to cut him off.
Around the mid lane, Mundo is quite happy to be by himself. He can tank up that enemy team for a little while before his team reacts, and he's actually just sitting under the turret. And there goes the tip as the Stranglefords comes out for the disengage, knocks up Miffy. Surely going to die. There's the intervention coming out. Makala is already on the front lines. Zoro is zoning everyone out by himself. Zap comes across, Nuke Dog flashes forward, Reckoning into that auto attack, picks up that kill.
That was a big fight. Zoro is still very tanky. It's still going on.
Back in. Amin jumps under the turret. There's the insect backwards. Doesn't even die for his troubles. That's a 1 for 3 so far. Zoro will carry on diving turrets as long as he's got damage behind him. Kubon is the next to fall. This could be the ace. In fact, it will be. Makler drops for the ace, and that's the triple kill for Freeze.
Diving in through the mid game.
There's the man drop is going to come into the bot lane. Perry comes out, lands onto the AD carriers. There's a flash force to make sure they can land all the damage. He turns around and tries to trade off this. Get excited passive, and there's no way Leona can get out of this. Super Mega Death Rocket secures the second kill in the bot lane. They're trying their best to poke it out. Pantheon comes in. Will be heading in to try and still he gets it with the Grand Skyfall into Smite. That's all they need.
In fact, the inhibitor got taken down earlier, so they have to be careful.
Here's the engage, though. Even though they have that Baron, Helisang is the one to charge in. The box comes out, zones away. A couple members of Unicorns of Love jump back into this fight, and everyone is in that cluster. Perry comes down once again with ultimate, instantly gets dropped. He is too squishy to stand up against him. But Master Shibi gets caught by Death Sentence and will be taken down. In fact, the 6 is going to drop, and Mozilla is trying his best to remove some of these members. This is a clutch re-engage. Bardax is going to be the one following after Exile. He's got the Sheen ready. He just needs to get in range for the auto attack. Also has a Light Slinger. The Dissonance should be off. There it is. And that's the ace. A 5-1 trade.
It just depends on how SK Gaming choose to fight this. They have teleport available, so Mozilla will split push, but here's the engage.
Here's the engage, and so much damage. There is the Wombo combo. 6 has dropped low. There's the next kill. 2 and 0 so far. The teleport comes in from Mozilla, but right into the grinder. Exile will just instantly drop, and Perry just has to run back. He's actually not the one to die first in this fight, but he's just too squishy to go back in.
And Mozilla teleported in. And it's not his fault for this, but it was too late.
Follow. 6 is on 2 seconds before he comes back up, and this is going to be the game. It's going to be Unicorns of Love taking down SK in the first game of this best of 3.
Baron here, and I believe they are actually doing it. You can see it at the top left side of your screen. Will the response come out from SK? They're positioning for it.
They'll give it a shot, and they're going to go for the team fight instead. Everyone is just completely clustered up. The Kraken's battle hits everyone, and everyone from Unicorns of Love just get disintegrated. The ultimate comes down from 6. It's just not going to be enough. 6 has not quite fallen into the death chamber. Exler is the only one to fall, but that is the clean ace. That's going to be SK surely taking this game.
It'll be difficult because they aren't rotating in time. They might have SK trapped.
They're going to go for this team fight. Mozilla zoning away 3 people by himself. Master CP jumps in, is promptly eliminated by Exile, who gets that reset. Will have the leap in. There's the flash into the leap. Zodiaz is quick on the trigger, but instantly gets taken down by the Piltover. Vardags gets taken down. Physics Sachi is quick to follow. That's going to be the 4-1, and soon to be the ace. The inhibitor falls, and this is most likely going to be the game in a third game of this best of 3 series. SK Gaming Prime taking this against Unicorns of Love, and what a series and what a showing from Unicorns of Love.
Voided the ward as well, so this is a good path.
He's going to come around the side, and Sigil Silence lands into the full-on sounds with that distortion. There's the flash in to the cocoon from Aaron, and that's first blood picked up by LeBlanc.
A very patient gank out by Armin.
But that will result in the top turret, and we need to make sure they don't get caught. As they retreat, 6 gets deleted, so will Exeler. In fact, he's still alive. The ultimate comes down. Super Mega Death Rock at point blank range takes down 0-0. And now everyone else is very, very squishy. But so is SK. The tether is landing. The Piltover comes across, but he actually gets a regeneration and lifesteal from those minions. Mozilla has jumped back in. Nuke Duck is still alive. That's the clean ace. 2 members drop from NIP. We know they're capable of it because we saw against Unicorns of Love. They very quickly found their footing in the second game, and that's when they came back into the game. There's the insect onto 6. He will be taken down at some point. There we go. Gets the reset on. Get excited. Perry also dragged into that team with the flay. Amin will mop up the next kill. We'll see what else they can do here. And the Exeter has actually gotten caught by 0-0. Going to be using Deathmark, trying to pick up a kill in return. I don't think that's going to be enough damage and will be blocked out by the safeguard. Mozilla's also being called out. There's the double kill for Jinx. Gets excited, can't find Caitlyn. Slow game, and Miffy goes in for the initiate. And there's the knockback on Civilian. There's the counter gank once again by Vi. Certain battery used onto Freeze will be pulled backwards into the fight. Freeze flashes out into the Super Mega Death Rocket. First blood picked up by Amin, and Perry gets himself back to turret with Vault Breaker, but first blood comes down.
Doesn't have explosive cask available, and here comes Vi into the middle lane.
Amin
has
goes
found
for the gank in the bot. Freeze lands the zap, but Amin is actually getting chunked very quickly. Chibbers came down. Super Mega Death Rocket picks a kill in return. A huge death sentence from Miffy lands. The flash into the flay will secure this kill for Freeze. But Exeter is taking huge amounts of damage from Freeze, and this very well might just be the game right here and now. It doesn't look like they're willing to fight. They're not going to surrender out either, but they might go for this last engage. The double Zonyas comes down. 1 from Zed as well, and 0-0 is still alive. They haven't quite taken them out. There we go. The box comes out and lands onto pretty much everyone, but Mozilla is just not in a good position. 6 flashes out, but it's not going to be enough. The Get Excited passive plus Mr. Fishbones from Freeze will pick up another, not quite on the spawn pads, and there is a lantern available, but that's going to be the GG. And Ninjas in Pyjamas pick up this series, the grand finals of the FACEIT Invitational 2-0.